Okay, time for Taking a Lap, brought to you by Backscape. The fastest growing male grooming company on the planet just got even better. Backscape 2.0. Engineered for back shaving, the new friction fit handle allows you to effortlessly snap the shaver in and out to touch up the rest of your body. The new titanium shave head gives a smoother, more comfortable shave that respects your skin. Stay smooth, gentlemen. All right, Brownie, couple things I want to get to on Taking a Lap. We've kind of already talked about the third line. I think we've gone through Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Let's get to Stu Skinner. Your thoughts on Big Stu tonight and his, what was it, 21 shots I think he had or so?
Yeah, 21 shots, 20 saves. He was good, confident. I don't think he was tested a whole lot, but there were a couple big saves at big moments. I think the best was I think it was on Reinhart late in the game, 3-1 score. Barkov makes a nice play from behind the net, finds Reinhart, and that's a save you need. And there have been times this year where the Oilers haven't got that save. Tonight they did. That's what you saw in Bobrovsky was given the Panthers in games 1 and 2 and games 3. Well, Skinner's been doing that in games 4, 5, and 6. Big reason the Edmonton Oilers are going to game 7 has been on the back of a young goaltender who has played very, very well here in these playoffs.
Yeah, I think he just looks very confident. He looks humongous in the net. Mm-hmm. Humongous. He looks very comfortable. And usually that's when they're at their most comfort. Panthers forecheck. Is it just simply that they're not getting there quick enough? Is it their dumps, or is what the Oilers are doing is counterattacking that?
I think that the Oilers are doing a good job of getting the puck out quickly. And I mean, some of the ways the Oilers have had, how many times this series have they hit guys at the far blue line with just hard rims where the forward has blown the zone, or with long stretch passes, and all of a sudden that just takes away your forecheck because the puck, all of a sudden you're skating in there, you turn and look, and the puck's going by you the other way. So I don't think the Florida Panthers have lost their identity. I mean, that's a forechecking team. I just think the Oilers have done such a good job of getting the puck quickly and moving it out. And that's a credit to the coaching staff figuring out a system, but also the defense going out and doing what they're supposed to be doing and doing it very well.
Yeah, you just nailed it. I think it's a tactic. They're like, get it out of our zone as fast as you can. We don't care if you rim it, if you shoot it out with a long bomb, or if you can make a play. But whatever it is, do it as fast as you can. And the Oilers getting back to pucks quick. And it seems like that should be something players do all the time, but it doesn't always work that way. And sometimes as D, we're all guilty of getting back a little bit slowly. Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of touched on everything. Is there anything you want to touch on here in this part of Taking a Lap? Are you feeling pretty good about it?
Yeah, I just think enjoy this. I mean, right now it is an absolute carnival here in Edmonton. Game 7's coming Monday. I know that there's going to be people that I got all of my buddies. They're all nervous and worried, but enjoy this. I mean, it's Game 7. Your favorite team, your home team, has a chance to win a Stanley Cup. Who knows, Struts? This may not happen again. May not happen again for a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. Yeah. Who knows? So enjoy the entire experience and live it up, because this is going to be, if they turn this around and win this championship, this is one of the greatest comebacks in the history of sport.
Yeah.
And you are witness to it. So have fun with it.
Absolutely incredible. Right.
We got a nice clip from Nude. How about a clip from Nude on living out the childhood dream? Is kind of on topic here.
Get it.
13 years sounds like a lot. In some ways, it's flown by, but this is what we've all played for our whole lives. So an opportunity like this, I'm excited. I want to get it going for sure and just get on the ice Monday. But yeah, I mean, it's certainly what we play for, and dream come true to be in this position, and couldn't be more proud to do it with this group.
That flight's going to feel like flying to Calgary for the Oilers, and for Florida Panthers, it's going to feel like they're flying to the moon. Like it's a big deal. Like I can't stress that enough. It is. Those 3 sleeps for Florida, buddy, are going to be mighty hard, mighty hard. And I can only imagine what their post-game dinner would have been like tonight.
Well, it's funny. Paul Maurice had a good comment afterwards. They asked, how's your team doing? He said, well, if you go in that dressing room right now, you're going to find a really sad, down and dejected group. And fine, I'll let them be that way tonight. And our job tomorrow and the next 2 days is to get them back believing in themselves. Because in Florida side, they lost 3 straight. They win Monday. no one remembers the 3 games they just lost. So
No.
both teams, I think, at any point this season would have taken a game 7 on a Monday night near the end of June with a chance to win a Stanley Cup. So I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun.
All right, let's get to what you want to hear from Ask Us Anything, brought to you by Match Eatery and Public House. Happy hours better at Match Pub Ice District. Score 20% off appetizers, half-price wine, and other drink specials every day, 2 to 4 p.m. Located adjacent to Rogers Place in Grand Villa Casino, Edmonton. For more info, visit matchpub.com.
Hey, fellas.
Get in here, Zeus. Get in here, you old dog. What do you got for us?
Okay. Lots of good stuff on the stream tonight. Obviously very active before we went dark here on YouTube, but Penner's Pancake said, and we alluded to this, but he said, who had Skinner with more points than 97 tonight? Pretty big deal. I would think you guys agreed that you had, Connor carried the team for 2 games. He was good tonight, but he didn't show up on the score sheet. It's got to be you're looking for these positives going into game 7. That's got to be one of them too, that McDavid can just, probably has it in him to try to put another game on his back.
Brownie?
Well, I think as a team, you're excited the fact that you're able to win hockey games without 97 and 29 carrying you. They had 1 assist combined between the two of them in a game 6 elimination, and they won the hockey game. The Florida Panthers, and this is what's going to be tough for the Florida Panthers. They held Connor McDavid pointless in an elimination game, yet they lost 5-1. So that's a tough one. When you hold Connor McDavid pointless, those are the games you have to win, because there's always the fear he's going to do something special in the next one.
Let's talk a little bit about the Panthers. A couple good comments here. Neon Rider said, I was told that we'd see Florida's best game tonight. Did we? Or did the Oilers just do that good of a job of holding them in check? Or did the Panthers did the Panthers disappoint themselves with the game they played tonight?
Yeah, I'll take this one. I did think we'd see the best of them. I said that last pod, and I didn't think they played poorly. I think getting down early was a challenge for them. I think they're a better team when they're winning, or like when they're, well, obviously everyone's better but when they get the lead, they're a better team. I don't think that they're necessarily built to chase games down. So I think that was a struggle for them.
Riot's Edge said Oilers looking much faster than the Panthers. Apparently Messier mentioned that on the U.S. broadcast as well. We haven't really talked about speed, being an issue, but do you see the Oilers as being the faster team, and has that been a problem for the Panthers to handle, Brownie?
I think so. I think one of the reasons that the Panthers made some lineup changes, getting Lombard and Cousins in a little bit faster than Okposo. The Oilers are the faster team, and the Oilers are fast. Sometimes it gets overlooked because you're always looking at Connor or Leon or Hyman. But the Oilers have a fast team, and you see that especially, as Struds pointed out earlier, on your third line, the wingers. They fly, and that just continues to put pressure. Speed puts pressure on defensemen because they are always backpedaling fast. So the Oilers have been the faster of the two teams. The Florida Panthers are supposed to be the more physical of them, but the Oilers' speed has gotten themselves out of a lot of trouble with physicality. So the Oilers' speed has given the Panthers tons of trouble.
Yeah, Brandon, just quickly, they were out hit 2-1 by the Panthers tonight, but I didn't think it looked like the Oilers got pushed out of that building. Right? Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I know
I
what
agree.
the stats say, but it wasn't like they got run. There are nights where you get run out of the building. They weren't run out of the building tonight.
No, there's a couple big hits that were thrown by the Panthers, but you're right. I didn't find it as physical a hockey game.
No,
as we've seen in the first couple of games. I think there's a fear with the Panthers being too physical and taking penalties because they've seen what the Oilers' power play is capable of. So, we'll see in Game 7 what we get from the Florida Panthers, but it's got to be better. The Florida Panthers all need to have the same effort as Barkov had. If they have that kind of effort, they have a chance of winning a hockey game. But there were some no-shows. I didn't notice Matthew Tkachuk again.
No,
and he's an all-star in this league, so that's shocking.
Couple more Zoobs.
To that end, you guys talked about the tweaks Maurice made coming into this game. Patrick, I'm going to call him Buttman, but maybe Buthman. I haven't heard Buthman. What do we think Paul Maurice may do to really mix things up on Monday? And some people, not this guy, went so far as to bring up Anthony Stolarz. But what can Paul Maurice do, or what do you think he does with his lineup going into Game 7, Struds?
Well, you're pretty late in the season to be making major changes, right? They already flipped Rodriguez and Verhaeghe. There's no way they're not going with Sergei Bobrovsky. No way. You can tweak the bottom, but again, tweaking the bottom of the line, I don't think it makes that big a difference, especially the fourth line. I think you just got to sit the guys down and say, listen, we're look at all the things we've done well and go back to the first 3 games, show them things they've done well, get them feeling good about themselves. You have to get them believing. Because right now they're reeling, they're not believing. I think that's the biggest challenge for Paul Maurice and his group.
Okay, I got 2 more quick ones. Roy Anderson says, my concern, which is big, the ice in Florida on Monday will be like a sandy beach. Now, we hear talk about this all the time, and we know both teams have to play on the same ice, but I think most people would agree better ice benefits the better skating team, which is probably the Oilers. Any legitimate concerns about the ice in Florida on Monday for either of you, or just part of the game?
Just part of the game. I got no concerns. I think the Oilers are good enough to win on any ice.
Yeah, it's a non-factor because both teams are on it. I just don't see a difference. Yeah.
Okay, last one. This is an interesting question, kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit. Braden Can said, Struddy and Brownie, do players in the locker room watch the post-game interviews of their teammates and coach? Would that ever be happening at that time? Or if you want to, you do it when you get home?
I've never watched one.
Yeah, I think maybe the next morning when you're like kind of stretching, or laying around, they put it on because you kind of watch sports. Like the guys all love sports, so you may see it, but I never ran in to see what my coach or teammates said about me.
No.
Like, you know how it went. The coach will say something, like you don't need, a question asked by the member of the media to figure it out.
Okay, and finally, let's just wrap up the poll here really quick. The poll question, the DeBoers Golf Shop and Fitting Center poll question tonight was, who has impressed you most in the finals other than Connor McDavid? The Henrique Brown Janmark line, maybe that was unfair, 3 guys in one, but obviously a popular choice. They ran away with it. 56% of the 1,000 votes we got tonight. Stu Skinner came in second at 29%. Coach Knobloch coming in at 11% of the vote, and Broberg Holloway, the rookies, only coming in at 2%, but obviously their contributions as valid. But that third line, the runaway winner of the most impressive players in the finals, other than Connor.
So good and so true. All right, let's get to our play of the day, brought to you by Play Alberta. Get ready, Oilers fans. During the finals, make a deposit with promo code GYB50 to snag a $50 free sports bet with your next deposit. Get ready for unbeatable promotions throughout the finals with 10+ odds boost on every Oilers playoff game. Score a chance to win amazing prizes like season seats for 2024 season, 25 season, or 5 pairs of seats to 5 separate Oil game for next season just by making a bet on an Oilers playoff game at playalberta.ca. Bonus terms and conditions apply. Guys, my moment of the day was when Zach Hyman gets a breakaway, backhand, tucks it in, and his reaction. It's like he knew, he's like, we're going to Game 7, baby. Downey?
I agree. That is a great moment. And my moment of the day is listening to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins after the game talk about the thrill of going to Game 7, how he just wants to get it going right now. All these other games that the Oilers have played, 4, 5, and 6, was to avoid elimination. They now get to play a game to win a Stanley Cup. That's going to be pretty cool to watch.
So much fun. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. It was a fun night, and we're going to have another fun night. We'll have a podcast probably Sunday night, and then we'll have our last game, post-game show for sure Monday, which is exciting. Then we'll get you ready for the draft and free agency. So take a second, get on YouTube, subscribe to our feed there, YouTube. You can check us out on our socials as well. Brownie, Zuby, Shagar, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to everyone on Sunday night. Good night, everybody.